What's up? This is EasyOSX, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be talking about the Power Preview. First of all, I just want to mention that this video is going to be a little bit different. Basically, when I make a video, I'm usually stopping if I make a mistake and then re-recording that portion. Today I'm just going to go straight through it and see how it goes. In other words, do as little video editing as needed. So, anyway, what do I mean by Power Preview? Well, you had this default PDF viewer and simple picture view on your Mac called Preview. You can see it right here in the dock. A lot of people just think, that's pretty much it. Believe it or not, there's a lot of power underneath it. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. So, let's get started, shall we? So, here we have a map guide that I had for a history class. And I have to, of course, find all these places on the map. But, look at my map. Of course I could print this out, not that hard, but what if I don't want to? What if I don't have the paper or don't want to, try to save some trees or something? Well, it's kind of hard for me just to rotate my head and look at all this. Or, if you have a trackpad, you can just, just put your two fingers on it and rotate. If it'll let me. Come on, buddy. Okay, now it's rotating. Well, I decided to rotate the other way on me. But there you go. Now I can see the map and all of its rivers. My gosh, there's a lot of rivers. But now you can see it just as it is. Now, it won't necessarily save this way. Every time I close it out, it'll come back just like it was originally. In other words, this way. But it's nice, definitely handy, when you're editing it. Or it's not editing it, reading it, excuse me. But that does bring me to the next point, annotations. You have this little button right here that says Annotate. So what you can do with it is you get this little annotation bar right down here. I'm gonna go ahead and maximize this. You get this bar right here. Alright? No, I don't want the dock. So, what can you do with this bar? Well, you can do a number of things. For example, I can take a box right here. Let me rotate this thing real quick. This box, and let's say I want to highlight Madagascar. Alright? Just drag this box. Now Madagascar is highlighted. Not highlighted. So, there's that. I can put hyperlinks as well. A bunch of stuff. Here's a text box. So, if I wanted to name Madagascar, there it is. I'd have to resize. Guess can't spell in this episode either. As you can see, I have to resize it just a little bit, but you can, not that big a deal. What else? Well, commentary. I can put this right here. Let's say I want to check out this website later. Click right here. Puts a little comment bubble. Of course, I can drag it over. And then, right here, make a comment. Make a comment. Yeah, that was creative. So, that's definitely handy. One last thing while I'm thinking about it. Let's say I've got a whole lot of text boxes here. No, I don't want to comment. If I want more text boxes, text. Another one here. Yeah, it's trying to be a pain with me. Now I have a whole lot of text here. This may kind of get crowded. So, what can I do? Well, I can grab onto this, and it's far away, but I can make an arrow. Drag it toward the point, and now I've got this little text box being pointed toward Madagascar. So that's kind of handy right there. I'm saying that a lot, aren't I? Moving right along, I'm gonna get rid of this comment. One tip I just recently learned was scanning. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're using Snow Leopard, you have a built-in scan feature. Not a really complicated one, but a pretty simple scan feature. You go to File, Import from Scanner, and you can include network devices if your Mac's on a network, or just go to the printer that it has here. If I click on that, it brings up this window. And here you can tell it to where to save, have it show the details, if you want to save it like a text or whatever. And I'll give that a second. It's going to do a simple scan just so I see what I'm scanning. So this is just the basic print setup screen. And of course it has not scanned yet until I hit the scan button, but it gives me a simple overview of what it would look like. If I want to change it to be more text oriented, I could. so it kind of goes black and white. So, and you know, that's definitely a handy trick. You know, not the most feature-filled scanner, but definitely very helpful. I found it really helpful recently. And now I'm going to close out this document real quick. And here's something else with the annotations. It'll save if you want it, if you close out the document, but I'm going to tell it not to. And I'm going to bring up one more thing here. I'm going to bring up a couple pictures. So let's say I open these in preview. Give that a second to reopen back up. So I've got these pictures here, and let's say I want to edit this one. All right, let me make this bigger real quick. Let's say I want to edit this one somehow. I can do some really basic picture editing. All right, so let's say I just want, I don't know, let's try something. Let's just saturate the thing out of it. Look how kind of bold those colors are now. Kind of bold and different. Or I can just auto adjust, just kind of like iTunes. Just give me iPhoto if you ever played around with that. Change the exposure, you know, make it brighter. You know, this is not Photoshop or GIMP or anything like that, but you know, really simple picture editing. So, and you can of course adjust different levels up here if you know what you're doing. See kind of a box on the Finder. So you got all that kind of different stuff right there. And of course you can do with any of them. I'm gonna just undo all that stuff I did. So I kind of like the brighter colors now. It's a little bit dull looking, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna show you a couple other tricks here before we end this video. If I wanted to, I could highlight all these pictures and quickly make a copy of them, send them to mail or iPhoto. If I had Aperture, I could do that as well for editing. But you know, I don't have to go into Finder to do that. But the last trick I really want to show you is with PDFs again. I've got this life hacker note about video editing, the basics of video editing. Part 1, I guess, in this case. I can, of course, move these pages around. If I realize, let's say page 3 is really page 4, I can quickly just drag it here. And now it's the new page 4. Move that back to where it went. One last thing though, I'm going to open a new Finder window here. And let's see here. If I wanted to, let's say I only wanted pages 3, 4, and 5. I only want these 3 pages. I didn't want any other pages, but I don't want to have to send this whole file. I just want to send these 3 pages right here. What I can do is either to the desktop or into a new Finder window, take these and drag them into the Finder. And now, if I open it, I've now got the original pages 3, 4, and 5 as a brand new PDF. So I don't have to go back and send the whole file to someone. If I just wanted to just share those 3 pages with someone, I could. So that's just a little hint into the power of preview. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you have any suggestions for things you want tips about or games to review or whatever, just give me a buzz at EasyOSX@live.com, and don't forget to check out my blog at EasyOSX.wordpress.com. Thank you.